Well, contextual targeting, as you said, Tameka, has been around for a very long time. If you were an airline advertiser, you simply travel or advertise in the travel section, but it has come so far from that. Contextual advertising through, I think, two reasons it's come so far. Number one is the introduction of machine learning, technology, artificial intelligence that's really upped its game. We personally use something called natural language processing, which allows us to, predict how people are going to feel, predict what mood they're going to be in, predict what motivations they might have, predict basically their mindset based on the article content that is published. It's also able to acutely recognize topics. So let's say cloud, it's not just keyword targeting, and cloud is in an article. It's able to understand that it's not weather, but it might be about cloud computing. So it's all of that machine learning and technology that's really upped contextual targeting's game. So that's one factor. Second factor is all of these privacy regulations, GDPR, CCPA, all of this legislation that's come around has forced us to innovate as an industry and really provide different solutions that are privacy forward and really protecting our users.
So you are not talking about our granddaddy's contextual. You just said NLP. That's pretty amazing. That's a diversified offering, but I know that sometimes there's a challenge between buyers feeling like the context of news or information is not suitable for their brand. Can you talk about how the New York Times addresses that contextual and brand suitability question?
100%. So we actually have targeting that allows, using context, us to target away from things that might not be brand suitable or brand safe. It's a technology that is just one of our offerings that allows safety, and we use it with a multitude, as you can imagine, of advertisers. And also the first party products that we've built, the targeting tools and technologies, they, whether it's, feeling inspired or feeling happy, there's certain emotions or motivations or topics that we can acutely target and make sure that the advertisers are really being safe and not going towards the content that might be a little bit scary.
You said another keyword, which was first-party data. The New York Times has a wealth of first-party data. Can you talk a little bit about how that moves through the organization and how it's infused your overall ad revenue strategy?
Sure. Well, our advertising business is inextricably linked to our subscription business. The New York Times is digital first, subscription first. And so we have 10 million subscribers, and we have very ambitious goals for the future and increasing that. And our advertising business, really the success of it is predicated on that, because of course the more people that subscribe, the more information that we have on them, and the more solutions and insights we can provide to our partners, and of course all in a very privacy forward and safe way. In addition to those 10 million subscribers, we have about 135 million people. It's an addressable audience who have exchanged some sort of information with us, or have given us some sort of information in exchange for getting access to our site and our content. And so that also provides a lot more insights and a lot more data to fuel our advertising product. As you know, the New York Times helps people better understand the world without fear or favor, and directs attention to what matters most. That's our mission, that's our core, that's what we've been doing for the last 170 years. But also, we're trying to help more people live more fulfilling lives and really live out their passions and interests. And we do that through coverage of styles and travel, and of course some of the other products we have, like cooking and Wirecutter and The Athletic, which is a new acquisition, and our gaming product, which we just acquired, of course, Wordle, which has been a huge fan favorite for tens of millions of people, etc. So with that breadth of content, and then with our robust audience of about 150 million unique users a month, and as I was saying, there's 10 million paying subscribers and 135 million registered users. Layering on that artificial intelligence and technology and machine learning really allows us to provide performant solutions for our advertisers, which has really driven, great ad yields. It's really been great. And what's interesting is that we're providing a 360 solution, so it's not just targeting tools and technologies, but we're trying to inform strategy, leveraging all of these insights, so we can tell you literally what platform, what time of day, what mood, what motivation is going to be most resonant based on your goals as an advertiser. So it's informing strategy down to actually through to the campaign, where we're actually leveraging all the tools that we recommended based on the strategy, and then post-campaign it does a full circle loop, and we're able to optimize to the highest performing placements. So that's how we're monetizing this stuff, and that's how the subscription business is once again linked to our advertising business.
Last question for you: is zero-party data a thing?
No, it is not. No, it's always first party. First party is our first priority, and you have to know about your audience, and that's the only way we can translate measurable results or really smart solutions for our clients.
Thank you so much, Guy.
Thank you.